What's up with the YouTube? What's up with the YouTube? I just wanted to come on today because there's a lot of people out there in the world who would love to see you lose. So I really just want to give my words today back to those people out there who feel like the world is really against them right now, especially with what is going on with the you know what I'm talking about. I don't even want to say the name. It doesn't deserve to be in the space. But the thing that has everyone scared and wearing masks. I'm talking about that thing. And that on top of the things you're dealing with personally can make you feel that, it's just like, man, whatever. The world is just coming to whatever it's gonna come to. People are gonna do what they're gonna do. It's like everyone's running around and doing what they want to do and the way they want to do it. And to you, that just may be very discouraging, especially if you have something that you wanted to do this year. I know a lot of people had a lot of things to do this year. I think it was so much energy this year in the beginning of the year about 2020 lens and vision that they had to disrupt that because so many people were saying those affirmations, saying like speaking it into existence, and that's what it's about. You got to speak that into an existence. So I feel like this year for people could be very discouraging, especially right now with just a couple months left in the year, and we all just trying to figure out how we're gonna make it. How we're gonna make it through. What's gonna be the end game? What's gonna be the solutions? We all are hearing the same things from people in different ways, in different forms, in different versions. And for those who are in a position of not being fearful, but just not having that grounds to know that, hey, you got to be strong in all of this. You got to make sure that you're not swayed anywhere that isn't for you, that you don't do something that isn't for you because of somebody else told you to do it. So it can be hard when you in that position of feeling that way, of feeling just like you're unsure, and you hear something that could be very positive and uplifting, and you think the person's really on point with what they're saying, but really that person is not there for your growth. They're only there for their own growth still, even though the message may seem like it's harmonic, it's balanced and all that. The person's there for their own growth. That's their end game. That's their agenda. And they know there's souls out there. They know there's beings out there that like you that they prey on, an innocent consciousness that only wants the best, that only wants the greater good for the people and humanity. They know that there's people out there like you that they prey on so they could program you and feed you what they want to feed you, to try to manipulate you to feel some kind of way and get you to move some kind of way. So you have to be careful about people like that because they claim that they're real. They claim that they are for the people. They claim that they're about the land and the earth and nature. And they claim that they are about you. But really none other they're about themselves. They're not trying to give you anything that's real to you, that you could use right now, that you can help your family with right now. And that's the thing. You have to just know who you are. You have to know where you come from. You have to make sure you know that internally. Because if you don't, people will see that. And they will try to come to that or rush to that, especially if you have a bright light. If you have a very, 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 very bright light, they are attracted to that. And that light is so attractive that they try to control it. They try to direct it in the way they want to direct it. Failing to realize that you're not listening to this light. You ain't really recognized this light. You don't know nothing about this light, but yet you think all these suggestions that you're trying to give this light is going to help this light get to where it's trying to go because of its own journey. No. See, that's the thing. For all of those out there with no voice, for all of those who are unheard, best believe I was in that position too. And because I was in that position for so long, it just really gave me a unique power. It gave me a unique just lens, perspective, guidance, something that is you don't get in lifetimes. I feel like, and because of it, I'm able to naturally see, even when I can't see, I feel. And because of all of that, it's combined with a lot of intellectual thought and everything that makes me who I am. And one thing that I really want to talk about as well, talking about that, is that is that there's people out there who just think they got game. Think they out there who just think they players. People out there who just think they got real game. And it's funny to me because I'm somebody who come from that. I'm somebody who come from that, and I had all the opportunity in the world. I had all the opportunity in the world to go down that road, down that path, and choose to be a player in the game. You could say in the physical, on the street level. I could have choose to try to run game on everybody if I want to. I could choose to do that, but I didn't choose to do that. But I recognize it and I see it and I see how it could be used in different aspects of life with different titles. Like, for example, you'll have someone in the ghetto who calls himself a street dude. You'll have someone in politics calling themselves a Democrat or Republican. You see how much they lie, you see how much they run game on people. And then for the spirituality, you can have someone calling themselves they're balanced, they're they're uh they're centered, they're aligned. And this is anyone. This is anyone. This could be anyone around you, near you, wherever. Just be mindful though of people who have certain titles and say they are certain things and that certain things, are happening with them, with everything. Just be mindful. Just take everything with a grain of salt. That's all I'll say. Be mindful who you're listening to. Be mindful that you need to do your research. Be mindful that you need to be doing everything that you could do to make sure you cool. And that's really it. But anyway, the title. Let's say this person says they're just a spiritual teacher or something like that. Bro, whoo, that's like the new thing right now. Everybody want to be a spiritual teacher. Everybody want to be in the spirituality because that's where the money at right now. That's where the money's gonna be at. If you got meditation with it, if you got the spirituality, it's the new religion right now. And I want to make this video to be very clear that I'm not using any kind of spirituality to manipulate anyone, to persuade, promote, influence anyone down a path that they do not belong. I want to be very clear on that. I don't use my spirituality for no manipulation. I don't use it to read people's thoughts because it's a real thing. You can actually read people's thoughts. You can know exactly what they're trying to do and what they're trying to, all that. It's real stuff, y'all. You just got to be in that world, that space. You could do so much in the spiritual world. It really is a magic. But you have to be mindful, be careful of where you're putting your energy and who you're giving your energy to. Because if you're not, then it all could dictate everything you were just trying to do. It could all alter everything you was just trying to do. So I'm just making this video looking out for my brothers and sisters out there, looking out for my children. I ain't got no children, but on the way for surely. And I'm just looking out for y'all. That's been my whole thing here. That's why I'm here. That's why I exist, is to help you out, to make sure that collectively, because this is about collectiveness, that we aren't going down a path listening to people who don't even know us, who don't even take the time to listen to us, don't know who we are, none of that. Just automatically off some scripts and some things that they know though. They'll try to judge you off that without getting to know the energy. And that's all I really want to say. I don't have really much to say after that. For those who want to, take this in a way that, they personalize it, and hey, that's on you. I'm speaking my truth. That's all I'm doing. My word is all I have. So, that's all I do is I get on the YouTube and I just try my best to respond to things and, the collective overall feeling that I feel from people from just getting on social media and all that. I just try my best. I try my best to get on and give you guys information. I try my best to get on and give you spiritual knowledge, physical knowledge, street knowledge, book knowledge. Doesn't matter. My experience is in all three of those. I have book knowledge, I have street knowledge, I have spiritual knowledge. You do as well. I'm no different than you. That's one thing I also want to touch on before I even end this video. If you made it this far and listening within a 10, 11-minute video, please know this. It's to come, but I am working on my own personal story, my life story, you can say. And within this life story, I went through a lot of bullshit, a lot of turmoil that you would hear, a young black man saying anyway. Grew up without a dad, finances struggling in the home. The typical black family story you'll hear coming from a young black man. But this one's a little more unique though. And this is not to say my story, my journey was better than yours or not. This is just to say how I feel about it, and this is how I'm speaking my truth. So I will hope that you don't feel no type of way about me saying that, because I want to be very clear and transparent about that. I'm no better than you are. I'm no better than you are. You know, I'm no better than no one here on earth. And for you to feel that way means that there's something internally going on with you. Your perception of me is a reflection of you. So at the end of the day, the way you're feeling and thinking came from you. You've never heard me say I was better, or in general, anything that you may be feeling and thinking about me. You don't even know me. I'm just somebody on YouTube. We're still getting to know each other though. Let me finish. So throughout this unique story though, there's been a lot of unique things that has happened in my journey, especially growing up. And, those have really matured me, at 7 and 8 years old, going through those experiences. I won't speak on them now. I will be sure to make sure it's compelling, it's articulate, and it deserves the time and attention it needs before I even share it with the world, with anyone. But I do want to continue though. So, like I've said, this experience has shaped and molded me in a way where it had me more mature at 7 and 8 years old, you could say. And, because of it, it's allowed me to receive that lens at an early age. I was already being just guided, just like everyone. Just like everyone when you were a kid. This is not just me. I don't have this. Everyone has their own spiritual guide. You have your spiritual guide. You have an oversoul. All of that, it's true. You're going to see it in the next couple of years if you don't believe it here, if you don't believe it on, or not even believe it, but just hear it on another video that you may see on YouTube. It's real stuff. You have to really, if everything around you right now is going on that you didn't believe that would go on, what makes you think that the stuff I'm saying ain't real? That stuff has to go on if stuff like that is real, because they know how powerful a person could be once they reach that potential. So, like I said, those experiences have shaped and molded me, which I will tell you the story on another platform through a book. And my time is running out, so that's really it. But just know that I'm not trying to be better than you. Whoever feels that way, I'm the same as you. I'm trying to help you and assist you, empower you, and give back. That's my whole purpose here. That's my whole thing. So, you see the hair banging. I know the pic been out, but the video ended. It was nice talking to people. Wow, it's been a minute since I've been back on YouTube. More to come. Nature in here. You already know water over there. We chilling. The sun's out, blue sky. Finally, they stopped dropping whatever they're dropping on us, but still be mindful. They're coming with something that's gonna really try to tear people down. Be mindful. Be great, y'all. Peace out.